Hey everybody, welcome to Long Life Trainer today. Today we're going to talk about, we're going to go over stepping over or stepping around. You're punching, you're fighting somebody straight on, and then you're going to take that angle, okay? You're going to turn him. You're not going to turn him, you're going to turn yourself, okay? You're going to give yourself a different angle. You're going to step over or you're going to step around, and that's going to give you the ability for a lot more punches without getting hit. Hit without getting hit, which is the science of boxing. So that's what we're working today. Pretty much the step around everybody knows from watching Lomachenko. He did it better than anybody. Yeah, pretty much better than anybody I've seen. The only other person that's done it really well was Rigondeaux. That was it. And he dominated Rigondeaux. So, but anyway, Rigondeaux is one of my favorites of all time. Just my favorite guys in boxing. He's just, yes, he was a phenomenal boxer. Obviously, Lomachenko was better. He dominated that fight. But yeah, Rigondeaux is one of my favorite people in boxing. He's just a very happy. He's a good guy. Anyway. One of my friends, very nice guy. Anyway, so now Lomachenko perfected this, and it's definitely should be watched, should be studied. If you're going to study a stepping around a fighter, you study Lomachenko doing it because he did it the best. Other than that, it's just that's what we're going on today. We're going to use the matrix, which is the tape on the floor. We're going to use that in the beginning, kind of showing you how to go around and the steps and things like that. And then we are going to, we're also going to show you how to step. Somebody's in close. We're going to show you how to take that step and how to get around and get out of the traffic, out of that close end, close boxing. So you can give you some space to punch. So we're going to do that a little bit as well. So let's get into it. We're going to do stepping around and stepping out. And stepping around and stepping out and stepping over. Things like that today. All right, let's get into it. Before we do anything, we're going to just get used to our legs moving. So remember, our knee and our head are going to go in the same direction. Okay? So the knee that moves and your head is going to go the same direction. So our knee's going to go that way. I'm going to go that way. Okay? Same. There it is. Same. There it is. Okay? And stepping back is great. Stepping forward is for something different. Okay, so we're not going to do that yet. We're just going to go around the clock this way. Oh wait, what am I doing? Okay, wait, around the clock this way. Okay, and around the clock that way. So now that we've done that, let's go this way. Now we're going this way, so now it's the left knee and your head is going to go together. Okay, if you want to take the bullets out of the gun and do it, you can. Remember, lane and knees here, then flatten out. Okay, so now if your hands are up, so all you're going to do is you're moving that shot. So rather than standing here and slipping a shot, you're slipping a shot and you're moving your angle. Okay, whoop. It's a lot easier if you keep your feet moving. If your feet are moving, then you're able to do it a little bit better. So I'm going to go this way, so we're going to go that way. Okay? So now I'm going to go hands on your thighs. Okay, so now your head's going to go with your knee. You're going to go one step at a time. Step. Okay? So you're giving that shoulder, feeling here, and then you replace. Okay? You don't replace this way, you replace that way, okay? Don't stand flat, we're going to do it again. You ready? And step, and go. Good. And whoop, and go. So now you work on your reaction time. When I move, you move. Okay? Whoop. Good. Whoop. Good. Whoop. Good. Okay. Whoop. One more. Okay, so now let's go the other way. Hands on your hips, same thing. This knee's going to go there. This head's going to go with your knee because the punch is coming here. So step,
and turn out. You're good. Step, turn out. Relax, watch your feet, don't be too wide. Your feet just under your shoulders. It can be just inside or just outside or right underneath, but never too far and never too close, okay? Everybody's different, but it doesn't matter, within your shoulders. Just inside or just outside or just underneath, and we move. Remember, the punch is coming down this lane, so the only reason we're doing this is to get out of the punch lane. Instead of here, we're gonna step out. Boom, trick I learned years after I stopped fighting, so obviously it didn't do me any damn good, but I learned it and taught it to other fighters, and man, it has worked wonders. So, inside fighting, you're inside, okay? That's our opponent. We're here. Okay, you're inside. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, boom, you're inside. So now, this guy's wanting to stay inside of you because he cannot fight you outside. Or you want to break, or you want an angle, whatever. So now, you're inside and everything's mixed up and whatever. So now you can slip, or you can roll. Okay, it doesn't matter, it's up to you. So, first one, I'm just gonna slip. Now, same aspect as what we did, same cues. Now, I'm gonna follow this knee with my head, but I'm gonna make sure that I go to we are going to his blind side. He's a conventional fighter, okay? So, I'm here, and it's rough, everything's crazy. Now I'm gonna slip, okay? I'm going around his foot, and I'm placing my foot here. Once I do that, I'm turning around, okay? Maintaining balance, not like my old ass just did. So you're here, okay? Let's go with bullets out of the gun. Okay, I totally want to shift because I don't want to give him any target. And then here, okay? And I feel the weight shift. Okay, you're right there. Side, understanding that the fighter you're against here is here, okay? And this is his heavy side, okay? That's his right hand, all right? So that's his heavy side. So you got to understand that you're going against the heavy side. So how do we beat the heavy? When we're going to the heavy side and we beat the heavy side, there's a lot of different ways to do it. But in this way, we're going to work on is smothering it. So obviously, you're inside, okay? So now we're going to slip to that Y. So when we slip to that side, we want to take this shoulder. We're going to take your right shoulder. We want to stick that right shoulder right here. So then it ends any torque this guy's got in a punch, okay? Because you're right there. So in turn, we're smothering his right hand, okay? This is going heavy side, which is very risky. But if you can do it, it's a good way to get him flat. And I keep saying things, I gotta let you guys know. To get him flat means if you are at this angle, he has no back foot now. So if you're able to take this angle and take a shot, he's gonna have to step back, which is gonna put him on, off balance. With if you can throw a 2-3 punch combination, you can put him on his ass, or at least back him up. So we're here. I'm gonna slip this punch. Yes, you can roll it, which I usually prefer on the heavy side, but we're doing slips right now. We're gonna do rolls next. Okay, we're here, and boom, I'm gonna, boom, turn that over, okay? Turn that over. Now I'm gonna turn over. Okay, I'm here. All right, so once I turn over, I can either hold, or if I'm right up on him and I'm turning, that's great, because I don't have control, but we're gonna work on punch control later, okay? So all we're doing, we're here. Let's do it without the hands. Okay, and now understand, his foot is there. His foot is there, okay? We're not doing anything with his feet, because he's here. All right, and you're going here, boom, and coming around, okay? So you can use these lines or not use these lines like my dumb ass right now, but you're here, you're stepping, boom, okay, here. So now you're gonna get a clear shot at a flat, at an opponent in the flat. So once you sit, if you can, boom, you're gonna have that shot, okay? Or what I like to do is here I sit, and then I would have that there. I always love that quick shot because I was good with a quick jab, so, but whatever. But anyway, we're not punching yet. Take it easy. Here we go. So we're here, okay? We're in close, step, here. Bum, bum. Okay, this. If you're gonna go to this side, understand you don't wanna go too far because then you're gonna throw yourself off and you're not gonna have a target and you're gonna have to wait for him to turn or you're gonna have to turn yourself. So first note is, when you come here, don't spin out too far, okay? You want it to be a really quick turn because your opponent is here. Here, come over here. We'll do this. So you're gonna stand as the opponent. I'm not gonna hit anybody, but just right there. Just stand right there, okay? In your stance. So that's your opponent. So what you wanna do, and obviously, we don't need this. Obviously, yeah, okay, because you're in close. So now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna, boom, there you go. Okay, right there. So now you're smothering that hand, okay? So now when you turn over, boom. You see how flat he is? Bing, bing, bing. It doesn't matter where it's at. You have no back foot, okay? So that is a good thing. I'm sorry, my body's covering you. But yeah, right there, be in that lane, okay? So now we'll be able to see it better before I move the camera. Yeah. All right, so we're here, same thing, okay? So we're here, yeah, nice and easy, boom, okay? I'm gonna go right there. I'm gonna turn around, whoop, bing, okay? So now you have him off balance. So that's the whole reason we're doing that. Second thing, I don't need you for this one. Second thing is, I'll get in this rung so you can, I know you can see it better this way. So now, the second note is we don't want to be, when you take that, you don't want to be, boom, and lean forward. Remember, it's always the rule, you chin your nose inside of your knee. Nose inside of your knee. So if you lean over, all that is going to come here. All that guy does is got to drop a back foot or sit down, and he can bring that uppercut, and you're done. Okay? Believe me. If you're bringing that force down, and then that force comes up, you will not remember the rest of your day. So we're going to be here. All right, now we're going to sit. Okay? Sit doesn't mean this way. Sit doesn't mean that way. Sit means this. Okay? So you're here. Boom. All right? You want to worry about that turnover. Don't overextend yourself. Don't worry about that. You're going to get there. This should be short because this wants to be short and quick so you can catch him with no back foot. Over here. And boom. 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 Okay? Here. Here. All right? Here. Whoop. Whoop. And that's it. All right? Here. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Easy. Now make it a little better. You can use your movement if you want to. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. You're here, so now whoop, boom, bum, bum, bum. Okay. You're moving, you're moving, you're moving. Now I'm coming here. Bum, 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 bum. I'm coming here. Moving, moving, moving. Okay. Now. Rolling, here, 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 so you can see, all right, here, and I'm rolling this way, I'm rolling over, we're gonna step, bah, all right, okay, nice and easy, I'm gonna roll this way. All right, here it is. I'm rolling that way. Rolling this way. Let's go back to the in close thing. I forgot to mention a thing here. So before we move on, okay? So you can be close inside. So you're in close, okay? So you want to get your foot on that side. We're going to negate the lines here, all right? But I want you to see this and here. So now what we want to do is obviously you want to get your leg, your foot on that side, okay? Whether it's here or there, whatever, okay? Now, when you turn, something I forgot, sit. Okay? Sit. And my leg, let's have you on that line so they can see better. There you go. Okay, so when you're here, all right, now you want to sit down right there, okay? So now when you come around, my hand is going to be here, whatever. I want to control this arm because I don't need it coming up, right? So now either way, you can control it. Okay, so I'm here. So now when I turn, this knee is going to go into the back of this knee. So I know I'm going to have control of him, okay? I'm literally going to pivot and turn, and I'm pushing him here. So now I have control, okay? Same thing. Let's do that again. Okay, in close. We're not going to worry about the lines right now. Okay, now I'm going to be inside. Sorry. And there we go. And I'm going to slip out as long as I control that, that punch. Okay, so now let's go the other way. Be on that line. Now we'll go this way. No, you're fine. Okay, so this is a little different. Okay, so now this is a little different. We're here. Okay, so you're here and you're going to come here. Okay, boom. So now if you're there, if you can punch, you can push this arm and control this arm and push this and then come in. He's going to go backwards. Okay, these are the little tweaks I forgot to mention, the real points of this whole drill. So here, hands up. Okay, we're here. Now I want to hear boom. So just hit it. Okay, just boom, just hit it. Whether you're hitting glove or whatever, just like that. It doesn't matter, because once you sit, this is the power. If you're here, you have no power. You're going to lose it. Okay, because you'll be able to push me. Okay, but if you drop low and then you simply pivot, this hand is going to be here. Now you can either take it and push, or you can take it and hold. Once you hold, same thing, you pull and pop. Okay, or you can push and pop, whatever, but you're going to control that and then bring it through. Okay, we'll do that one more time. We're here, we're in close. Okay, this is good for partner work. So you're here. Now it doesn't matter. I'm bringing this in, I'm coming here. Okay? Don't fall over yet. Don't make me look that good. And then you're here. Boom. Okay? But anyway, work on those things. That's what I forgot to tell you, which is the main reason why I showed you all that rigmarole anyway. Like I said before, we're going to work on this little Lomachenko move or whatever. So we got our opponent this way, and all we're going to do is a step over angle. So slow, you're going to be this way, okay? And all you're going to do, you're going to take this step here, okay? Come over and step over. All I'm going to do is I'm going to take mine, have my hands up, I'm going to take my step, okay? I like to keep hold of this punch on this side of this hand, and I'm going to turn, okay? So once I'm here, I'm going to let it go. I'm coming down. Now I've got punchability right here. If he's leaning, I got up. If he's standing straight up, I got body, okay? Other than that, his head is there. I've got it, okay? And obviously after, I've got my overhand right, or I can come really close to the body. I've got all those opportunities. You've seen a million and one punches thrown by Lomachenko in that direction. In that ability. So now we're going to go this side. Heavy side. Heavy side is always, you're putting yourself at a risk, right? But you have a lot to benefit from because you're going to flatten him out. So I'm here. All I'm going to do is I want to control. That jab is not meant just for this, okay? That jab is meant, now I'm here. I'm going to put it out there so I can step, okay? Control the right hand. Whoop. Now I'm here. Very short step. So now I'm here. If he's leaning, bing. If he's fighting my hand and trying to put his up, boom, okay? Boom, if he's fighting me. So then his body is open. If he's leaning because he sees it coming and he goes, oh shit, then boom, you got that, okay? If he allows me to pull it down, bingo, there you have it, okay? And then you continue after that. All right, so let's go over these again. Okay, so we're going on the blind side to pivot this way. So I want my back foot to go first. Okay, there it is. And now I have this all available. Okay, so now I'm going to come here. Now we're going to go this way. And I'm this way and do it again. If you fall off balance like my old ass just did, sit. Every time things don't feel right and you feel uncomfortable or feel off balance or things aren't clicking and you just feel off, sit. Anytime an attack comes and you're feeling like, oh shit, sit. Because then you're able to move and you're balanced, okay? We're gonna be here. Whoop, there you are. So same thing, here, here, okay, here, okay, boom, boom, all right? You'll have all those different movements. So it's simple, you wanna go over it. You can have a partner, okay? You can be here, okay? But basically the thing is, when you come here, turn that shoulder, okay? Here, turn that shoulder, then you're gonna have that torque, okay? Here, turn that shoulder, then you're gonna have that torque. All right, here, here. So now, this is going this way, okay? So you're keeping your jab in there, all right? So now all we're gonna do, slow, step, okay, step over. Your step, then you're there. So you got this, you got the under, you're gonna have to, okay. Or got the head, okay? Or you got the body, okay? You got the under with the body, you got the straight, okay? You got the hook, head, okay? Hook to the head, okay? And then after that, you can come over the shoulder. All right, that never works good on a long bag, but here, or, all right, you got the kidney right there. Kidney, head, body. Yeah. Okay, God, I get into the body and I can't stop. All right, that was my thing. Same side. We can go to his blind side. And like I said, keep on keeping that jab out. Okay, that's it. A simple step. Okay, here. Now I'm gonna sit and it'll show me what I can do. All right. I'll move this way so you can see a little better. Okay, I'm in close. Okay. Okay, here it is. Step. Nice and easy. It's not so sudden. None of this. Okay? None of that. I see that a lot in the gyms. None of this. Step. And sit. Now you have stability. Now you can come up, which is a wonderful shot. Or around the corner, put you in the Zyphoid process. All right. Or the head. Okay. or you can go to the uppercut, okay? All those different options, and after, you can go over the top, all right? Or one of my favorite shots is that kidney shot. All right, turn it. It'll really put the end to their day, all right? So let's do it again, nice and easy. All right, now I'm gonna control. Okay, I'm gonna control that side. And I'm there. All right, I'm there. Okay, same thing. Control that side. Every once in a while, throw a real jab. And there you go. All right. Oh. All right, guys. The one thing I need to tell you is that this is it's not a step over. I kind of misspoke. This is a step around. So you want to step around. All right. So basically deny him space. Smother the hand that you're going to, either the left or the right. You want to smother that hand. Okay. So that's what I mean. Step around. It's a step around, okay? Not a step over. We're not stepping away. We're keeping close. We're smothering the hand we're going to, all right? So that is that's the exercise. That's what we're doing. Sorry for the misinterpreted verbiage, okay? So let's do it. Let's step around, not step over. Step around. Okay, what makes it easier is we're stepping around, not stepping over, okay? I want to step around him, step around your opponent. So if it's easier, use your step. So instead of sitting here, moving your head, which you can do, if it's easier, which it is for me, if I'm using my feet, okay? Which is something, if you're going to do this style of boxing or mix it into your style, you should be doing this all the time. Practicing this. Okay, if you're here, step, shoulder, smother. Okay, whoop, there we are. Here, turn around, shoulder. Around your opponent, shoulder. Around your opponent, shoulder. Shoulder. Then you've got your spots. Okay? Okay, so now, another cue I want to give you. I learned this from the great Roger Mayweather, okay? The great, you don't know shit about boxing, Roger Mayweather. All right? Come on over here on this side. So now, we don't want to be too, like I just told my son, you don't want to be too pity-pat with this, okay? If you want to get there, make them go there, okay? Like I said, I learned this from Roger. You're going to be here, you're going to mess around, okay? Send your good jabs and everything in there. And then, once you make that, put your hand right on that shoulder, okay? Right on shoulder, right here. Controlling that arm, okay? So you're here. Now, step over. Then once you get your shoulder into it, your other shoulder, you come down, you sit down. Now you've got your shot, okay? Now you've got your shot, okay? Manipulate him. Manipulate him. Here, okay? Here, okay? Now, right there, all right? Here it is. I'm gonna grab that shoulder, take my step around. Now my shoulder's gonna stick into it, and I'm gonna smother that. And now I've got all that different opportunity. Heavy side. So, this you got a little more cautious. Okay, a little more cautious on this side. All right. A little bit more cautious, so you're here. So now, with this one, I'm gonna use my jab as well. Okay, you can come here if you want, but I don't like opening this up to the left hook. I don't like it, because you get left hook when you open that spot up. Obviously, God made your elbow and your shoulder go there for a reason. Because if you get caught, you go down, and 9 times out of 10, you're not getting back up from a very good solid left hook in that area. So, I like to use my left hand for everything for that. Okay? For a good strike, and then I'm coming here. Now I'm going to step. Okay? Stepping around again. Stepping around again. So now I've got control of that. Now what that means is I'm grabbing here, okay, down here, in this area, shoulder. I don't want to give that shot the ability, okay? So I want to grab it, obviously reverse, but grab it around here, okay? Putting that right into there, okay? So that's not coming. So that's all. Nice and easy. And I'm stepping, okay? I'm stepping. I'm going to slip over to the side as well. Now I'm going to come here. So it's a simple, now I'm going to change. It's like I'm reversing. Okay? It's like I'm going from from conventional to southpaw. Now I'm here. Now I've got all this. So what, depending on what he wants to do with his arm, if he's just going to set it there, right? And it's right there. Then I've got my straight right, okay? If he's gonna bend over, then it's obvious. If he's gonna bend over, I've got my uppercut, okay? If he's gonna fight me, and he's gonna put his hand up, right? Some guys just immediately, they wanna fight you, okay? Usually that comes with the guys that have not been in the ring much on an amateur level. But if they fight you and they come up, then all the blessings are yours, because now you've got that exposed rib cage, the exposed right side of the body, which is where all the organs are. Okay, so that's perfect. So now you can come under, okay? You can come straight, okay? All right, so after that, then you can, right there, you can get into that liver, which is Goodnight Irene, okay? So that's it, depending on where he wants to go. Okay? If he's fighting you, if you find this available, then God bless. Okay? But to the head, I always like to give it a little bit of an angle, not straight. That's just me. Because then you get a bigger scoop for your cone, so to speak. Okay? For the ice cream. But anyway, so let's do that again. Anytime you're going after the head, you want to go for the neck or the chin, because then everything else follows. Like I said, you're going to get a better scoop on that ice cream. Okay, so it's simple. We're going to be here. Okay, get a couple, and then step over, slip. Whoop. Now I've got hold of that right hand here. Now I've got everything available. All right, I'm either going under or going straight. Okay. Or I can simply come under and go to the liver, okay? And that's it.
Hey, hopefully that was all right for you today. Like I said, just practice it, make it your own. Like I said, there's no certain way to do this. You know, yeah, there's wrong ways and there's right ways, but then there's your way. You know, you find the way your boxing style can convert this and put it into it. Make it yours, like I always say, you know, just make it your own. I'm just giving you the steps, I'm giving you the ideas, and just make it your own, whether it works for you in a certain way or if it doesn't work for you. Make it your own, and use that step around, use that step over, and step out and things like that, and find them punch combinations that work for you. It's worked for most fighters that I've worked with in the past, and it should work for you. So like, subscribe, and all that stuff, and let me know you're watching me. And thank you so much again for watching another version of A Lone Life Trainer, and we will be back to show you another one. Thanks, guys. Bye now.